It is Friday, and you know how I do. I hope it don't rain. I hope it don't rain. I'm on the beach. I'm doing live name readings. I'm about to eat me a salad while I'm sitting out here. This is my lunch slash, I don't know, outing for today. If y'all see me, y'all better come on and come on. I only stay on here for 30 minutes. Now, did I just hear thunder? See, y'all gotta understand that Florida rain. Hey, St. Louis money now. Hi, how are ya? I'm doing live name readings. Are you subscribed to my channel? I should be checking to see that before I give y'all a live name reading. That's what I should do. I'm only asking because you may not know what the hell I'm talking about. You might be live name reading, lady. What are you talking about? I would like to know what my name means about me. You gotta drop it down there. Okay, we're not gonna do the full name, honey. We could do a part of it though. Adrian put his whole government name up there. Adrian. So first, Adrian, are you subscribed to my channel? Do you know why I'm doing name readings? I know you probably don't care. You're probably like, girl, just tell me what the hell my name means. No, but for real, it's important for you to understand why. Why is it important for you to even understand your name? I tell people this all the time. There's money in your name. Ching, ching, ching. You got to think about, like, I'm going to tell you in a second, though. Oh, thank you for being a subscriber. You know, there's money in your name. How do you think they, you create money out of thin air when you go sign a check? You think that they gave you money. No, it showed up because you signed your name. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. I ain't got time to get all into the details of that, though. But what I'm saying, though, is that inside your name is where your creativity is. Everybody came here with some type of purpose and something that they had to learn in order for them to lock the deepest parts of themselves. And it's in your name. That's the reason why I love doing name readings. But Adrian, so your name, let me see. Well, you got first of all, you got that A on the front of there. I always start with the first letter. And the letter A suggests alpha. You can take that however you want. Sometimes, men like to refer to themselves as alpha males. But the point here is that you got that A on the front of there, which means you are supposed to learn something about alpha. Whether it's being an alpha male or not, whether you even subscribe to that, I don't know. But alpha got to do with just learning how to be first. Okay? You got to do with learning how to put yourself first, learning how to be, learning leadership skills. I'm about to eat, okay? So if I get anything on my face. So you got that A on there, which is about you learning about leadership. Alpha first. Learning how to put yourself first, too. Not in a selfish way, but in a self-care kind of way. Okay? But then you got them first two letters that say AD, which sounds like add. So it's saying something about you learning how to add something, like you learning how to increase something. What you got? Rain in there too? How is it spelled? Yeah, you got rain in there. Rain is water, okay? If you got anything in your name that has to do with any of the elements, especially water particularly, then it means that you're supposed to be learning about the elements. See, you got to remember that you are a scientist. Everybody is. Give me a second. I don't want to flash my food at y'all. You got to remember that you're really a scientist. Because you're learning God. I just flashed y'all anyway. You're learning God. And if you're learning God, then that means you're learning the elements. So you got rain in your name, which is about water. You put it together, it says something about like adding water. What is water? Emotions. It's like having mastery over emotions. Rain also got to do, oh yeah, you got that A on the front that got to do with like leadership, and then you got rain in there now. You got rain. I know rain sounds like R-A-I-N, but because, I mean, or it's spelled in your name, R-A-I-N, but because it sounds like rain, R-E-A-R-E-I-G-N, we can't ignore it because it has the same vibration. So that makes sense. Like if I was doing your name, I would definitely say that you're here to learn about leadership and reigning. What does it mean to reign? Because to reign is to like be like a king over something, right? It's probably your emotions. That's what the rain, the R-A-I, water. We rain on the inside and it come out on the outside, which is us crying. Okay. By the way, y'all, I do take love offerings. Yeah. I sure do. I don't know. Don't they got like a super chat thing or something? I need to learn this stuff. I'll probably be leaving plenty of money on the table just because I don't be saying nothing. But this, I mean, I do this shit in my sleep, so it's like it just comes so naturally to me that I don't even be thinking about like, hey y'all, hit the super chat, whatever it is. I will remind you that you can book a reading now. If you want your whole name done, you can book a reading. After this live comes down, I will put the link in the chat. That is the only way I know how to do that. Or you can just send me an email, learning@BlaQFireNation.com. BLAQ FireNation.com. All right. Who else we got up here? The Bold and Unbothered podcast. That sounds like somewhere I want to be. The Bold and Unbothered. Who is that? Hi, Kimesha. I hope all's been well with you. Yes, darling. I'm well, Mahogany. Do you need the full name? Just the first, honey. If you want a full name reading, that you're going to have to book, okay? You're going to have to pay for that. Just your first name. I cannot promise I'm going to get to everybody. I only stay on here 30 minutes. Okay? I do it every Friday though. So if you miss me, you can just come back next Friday. I want you to keep in mind that the first name is only telling you the first part of the story. So right, if I do your first name, say I do your first name and it say something about a key and a door and you're here to unlock the first key or something. Well, like Adrian, his name had to do with him about leadership and reigning. But the rest of his name would reveal like over what particularly. Like what is it that he really needs to learn how to reign over? If it had to do with his emotions, the rest of his name would say like what type of situations might he be dealing with that he may like be particular. Like it just gets more particular. Your name is like a prescription, y'all. It's like a prescription. Yeah, I don't know how else to tell you what it is. It's a prescription that you was getting. It's a sentence. That's what I tell everybody when they book a name reading with me. When I put it all together, first, middle, last name, and if you get your birthday done too, that's the full package. But it's like a prescription, like your medicine that you needed in order for you to evolve. So you put it somewhere where you cannot miss it. You put it somewhere that you say every day. Okay, I'm about to do the next name, but let me say this. The difference between a name reading and like an astrology reading or a human design reading or a tarot card reading, I don't have a problem with any of those things. I love those things. I love astrology. I talk about astrology, especially all the time. I'm a generator when it comes to human design. Like, I'm hip to all that. But see, a name reading is so plain. A name reading is like, boom. There's no, you can't deny it. You can't, because it's right there. Like, the letters are literally right there. And that's the difference between like a name reading and all the other types of readings. You don't have to go take a whole master class on it. Like with astrology, you got to take a whole class on it. Human design, you got to take a whole class on it. But your name, you really just need to understand metaphysics. And that'll open up everything. All right? So who's next? Who's next? I've been meaning to catch one of your lives. Okay. Mine is Gabriel. Isn't Gabriel in the Bible? Yeah. If it's not, I know that Gabar means mighty. So it means like mighty God or something like that. Strong God. I mean, that's like the basic definition. I'm going to tell you what's hidden in it, though, in a second. Let me chew my food. Basic definition got to do with like mighty God, strong God. But if you move the letters around and listen to the sound of it, it says algebra. It has something to do with algebra. Now, algebra, see, that's when you get into the science. So it suggests that you have something to learn about. Not just algebra, like when you went to school and you learned algebra in like, I don't know, the 8th grade or some shit. I don't know, what grade did we learn algebra? But algebra is more so from a scientific perspective. Algebra is more so about finding like hidden elements. I would need to do more research on algebra so I could get a grasp on what it means from a metaphysical perspective. But that's basically what you would be learning. And Gabrielle, that may be something that you. Oh, I'm hearing because I have clear audience too, y'all. I'm hearing astrology. Somehow algebra is tied to astrology. I don't know how. I just know what I heard. Somehow, because it's math. Because astrology is really math. Well, astronomy is math. Let me say it like that. Astronomy is math. Astrology is like the mythical stories behind the math. But either way, my point is that your name has something to do with you understanding astrology, but from a mystical perspective. It could have to do with symbolism. It could have to do with like I said, astrology. I think it's tied to astrology, though. I feel that's what I heard, so I just said it. They said because Gabrielle got to do with something being mighty, and mighty is time. Let me tell you how I just got that, because you're probably like, how did you make that connection? That's how my brain works. It's pattern recognition, but Gabriel means mighty. And think about the word mighty or might. It's the same word as time. That's how I know that word Gabriel is 100% connected to algebra, which got to do with astrology, which is time. I don't know what it is for you. Like, I would have to see your whole name. That's what I'm saying. But it definitely got something to do with you understanding like time and astrology and algebra. You could have been doing this like in a whole nother life, whereas though you was really good at that stuff. You know, before you let the world tell you who you're supposed to be. Like, oh, I'm supposed to go get this job and working and clocking this. Nothing wrong with the job. I don't know people feel like I'm shaming them for that, but you know, most of the time we are putting on we code switching. But a lot of us have things buried deep down in our DNA, our akashic records, records are unconscious memory. That's what akashic records are. If you never heard me say that before, akashic records are simply your unconscious memory of everything. But you don't need to know everything. You only need to know about you. You try to know everything, you will combust, okay? But yeah, the stuff buried down in your DNA that you don't realize is there. Like I said to somebody, well, no, I made a post saying this, that like, somebody had told me 10 years ago when I was sitting at my desk at the post office, that girl, you gonna be sitting on the beach telling people what they name mean, you gonna be doing word magic, you gonna be getting booked to speak, and I would be looking at them like, what the fuck are you talking about? No. I had to evolve into that. I'm only saying this because, you know, what I just told Gabrielle, it probably sounded like, wait, what? You may have to evolve into it. That's why people come back to me years and years and years later and tell me how the name reading unlocked this and started unlocking doors. Boom, boom, boom. Not the reading itself, because they started doing things that matched what was inside the reading. A name reading will not do a damn thing for you if you don't actually do things that's inside the name reading. Like, that's why they say living up to your name. You have to live up to your name. That's why your name holds so much credit. Your name is, that's why you're supposed to protect your name. That's why your name is the most magical tool. I just made a post about this. Your name is the most magical tool on earth. You know, they hide magic in plain sight, y'all. They hide magic in plain sight, and your name is one of them. How you think they summoning you into court? They summon you into court by your name, not just because of some legal thing. If you was walking down the street and somebody yelled your name if somebody yelled your name out, you would turn around and look, because it's a summoning tool. It's a summoning tool. It's used to get you to move towards something. You see what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tell me if y'all can't hear me, because I got this microphone on because it's kind of windy out here. All right, let me see who else is up here. Cancer Sun. I was trying to see what kind of connections you was trying to make. Who's that? Adrian, Mr. St. Louis. Y'all know sometimes your social media handles also tell a story about your name, about your journey. I made a TikTok about that, or I put it on YouTube. Mahogany, I got you. Give me a second. Your social media handles, the names that you choose for your social media handles, also tell a story about where you are in the journey, where you are in your journey. You know, and then on TikTok, of course, people was like, well, I pulled my name out of a name generator. Yes, and that also tells you where you are in the journey. It means that you just letting somebody else create your damn name. That's what that means. It's still telling the story. It's still telling the story about you. Basically, what that's saying is that, yeah, I'm gonna just let anybody and anything name me. Why would you do that? Because you don't know yourself. Because you don't understand the power of names. By the way, let me plug myself. If you are not ready to get a name reading right now, go grab the book. Grab the book. Your name might even be in the damn book. I tell y'all this every week. I put 10 names in the book. 10 common names. Okay? This is for the people that's going to come on and watch this later. Let me see if I can remember. Jessica, Tiffany, Danielle, Ashley, Latoya, out of it because it's about names altogether, y'all. It's about all the names, how names work all together. So you don't want to say, well, what's the point of me getting it? Because my name ain't in it. You'll get it and you'll start seeing, like, even if you get it, if somebody else's name might be in there that you know. Mahogany, you got something to learn about the mother. You got Ma. I'm sorry if I'm flashing y'all with this food. I'm doing my best. But yeah, you got that Ma on the front of it. So that's about the mother. Now, mother could be. This is why I would need to see your whole name and only you know this, right? Mother could be about you being a mother. Well, it could be just about mother, period. But it could be about you being a mother. It could be about your mother, your relationship with your mother. It could be about the divine mother. A lot of times when I do people's name and their name got something to do with mother, the divine mother will show up later on in their name. Or some type of goddess. Some type of goddess may show up later on in their name. It might show up somewhere in their last name. I don't know. Mahogany is like a color, isn't it? Is it mahogany a color? Let me see what letters is in there. I mean, I see any in there. I see gain in there. I mean, I see hog, but I don't know if I want to go there. If I seen a pattern, though, I would go there. Sometimes I see words and I'm like, do we want to go there? If I see it more than once, though, we gonna go there. It's because it'd be a weird word in there. Like, why is that in there? But anyway, yeah. It says something about any and definitely any and mother. So it definitely got something to do with you learning about the mother. The big picture of that would be feminine energy. That's what the mother is, feminine energy, all together. Okay? If you want your full name done, I got 2 packages, one just for your first, middle, and last name. And then I got another package where you actually get a consultation with me, where we sit down and talk about just your akashic records, your birth date and everything. I have an event coming up too, y'all. Yeah, I got about 8 minutes left to talk. I have an event coming up. If you on my email list, check your email because I just sent you an email today about the event where I'm going to be teaching about names and akashic records. So you might want to sign up for that if you're intrigued by this. It's going to be a 3-day event. 3 days, okay? I see people packing up. Oh, shit. I'm about to get off here, y'all. If y'all can see this gray cloud right here.
We're just going to wait.
You going to wait? I don't know. That thing looks like it's about to pour. Yeah, I think I'm going to start packing up.
How far behind you?
It's about to pour down, y'all. I'm going to get off here. Thank you so much for being on here. Love math. I'm deep in hidden truths. Yeah, that's the bold and unbothered.
All right, let's look at the ocean really quick.
Yeah, you said numerology. You doing with something with all that. You doing something with all. It's in your DNA. I know I said I was going to stay for 30 minutes, but it's definitely about to rain, y'all. So I thank y'all for being on here. If you don't do anything else, I would love to see y'all at the event, the 3-day event that I have coming up next month. If you are on my email list, I definitely just sent you an email. If you are not on my email list, you know how to find me. Send me a message or find me on, I don't know, TikTok or Facebook or something. So you can come on out to that event, okay? I'm packing up. I will see y'all next week. Bye.